Welcome back to the second attempt to start this fourth episode of Board Game Cult. I am the Grand Draconic, APGamingREAL, etc., etc., etc. I don't feel like doing the introductions again. Sorry for the folks at home. We're joined by fellow cult members, Team Honey. We're going to go around and do an introduction for everyone, but we'll also be playing Clue tonight. And I want to do a very special introduction for this game. You see, I haven't played Clue before. I mean, maybe I played it when I was like 6. I don't remember much about it. I had to look up the rules today because it didn't make any fucking sense to me. Why Clue then? Why pick this very specific game? You see, when Cotton was going around saying, oh, I only want to make second place, I was like, what game will electrify you? With what game will you strive for first? What makes you want to kill? And Cotton said Clue. So here we are. Will Cotton end up destroying all of us with the incredible detective skills that she may or may not have? I guess we'll find out. And we are going to play, as you might know, television detectives, fake psychics, mentalists, people who work with bones but for some reason get called in on criminal cases. I myself will probably specialize in bugs, I guess. So they'll call me in on all bug-related cases. We will continue to make insane, crazy theories as to who did it until someone says, no, that's not right. And then at some point, we'll make a guess or a absolute mathematical probability of 100% and win or lose the game as a result. Cotton, your introduction. And why is it that Clue is the only board game in the world that's competitive that you will strive to win at?
I said maybe Clue.
Do what?
I said maybe Clue.
Well, I mean, we're here now, so it better be Clue.
I just remember getting competitive when I played it with my sister, but it might have been because it was my sister. But I like Clue a lot. It's one of my favorite games. So I'm down.
Did say maybe Clue. I had to go and confirm that. All right, well, we're here, so I hope you do your best.
I do like winning Clue.
Okay.
That's at least something, AP.
Thanks. Thanks, Pondo. I needed that. You got anything going on this week, Cotton?
Well, I discovered that I'm starting to hate my job.
I mean, what could be better than a bunch of sick children running around screaming and pooping and peeing everywhere?
They keep putting me in a classroom that I don't teach, that usually has 3 to 4 teachers, and leaving me by myself with 30 kids alone.
That sounds
They
horrible.
go into a different room and talk for an hour. Just to chat up. It's very frustrating.
I would say that this is something that you need to check your contract for or confront somebody about, but neither of those things sound very much like you. So I'm going to turn and give Pondo a significant PC glance.
It's also illegal to do that.
It is illegal to do that. There's a ratio you have to keep within, and it's like the room is 3 to 4 year olds, and
You need to
one
talk to
teacher
somebody.
put 10 3-year-olds, or one teacher put 12 4-year-olds. And if there's one 3-year-old in the group, you have to go by 3-year-old ratio.
You need to talk to somebody, and maybe that person you need to talk to is a lawyer.
Or quit and find a new job.
That's
It's quite different than in our country, actually.
But
Well, not that different.
maybe you should quit, find a new job, and also talk to a lawyer. Because if somebody is leaving these kids unattended, that does not sound great.
They're technically not unattended because I'm attending them.
Okay, well, you know what? I've made clear that for me, there is a very specific age range at which children can be cool. It's when they're old enough to follow orders in video games, but not old enough to be too cool to follow orders in video games. That's
The older
very
they are, the worse they get. Older they are, the worse they get.
Yeah, I don't
Babies
disagree.
up to 2 is all I want to deal with.
So wait, AP, so 2 and up?
Well,
I mean, our nephew is now 2 and he's following orders in video games pretty well.
well, he's almost
I mean,
3,
why you got-
actually.
Listen, I'm talking like Call of Duty or Team Fortress. You got a 2-year-old playing those games?
No, but he already has PSP, or what was the controller?
No, he was playing some PS4 thingy with his mom. She sent me this picture of him playing on the PlayStation, and I was like, I mean, yes, I am the gamer in the family, and I should be happy about this, but that child is a bit too small for that, don't you think? She's like, no, look at him, he looks happy. I mean, he did look happy.
Okay.
I'm sure it wasn't Call of Duty, though.
Cotton, you got anything else?
No. You can see my Pokemon
They
stuffed
can't.
animals now.
Trust me, they can't.
Oh.
The boxes
But
are too
you
small.
can.
They'll be able to see
You
it.
can.
They'll be able to see it on like a BattleTech show or something where we have bigger camera spots.
You can.
Listen, I had to super shrink the cameras of these guys all the way over here. I'm putting the wrong. These guys all the way over here.
We're sorry.
But
It's all right.
everybody in this Zoom chat can see my Pokemon.
That's true. I can see your Pokemon, including a very amazing Scorecat thing or whatever they're called. Look at this Eevee right here, and this Sylveon. It's pretty clear, of course, that Eevee is the superior Pokemon.
Leafeon's
bred for
hiding behind the
perfection.
Of
Sylveon.
course. If he is the best.
Well, Pondo, I'd ask you what it's like being wrong all the time, but I know that feeling. What do you got for an intro?
I'm not wrong all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. Aside from the trash as Eevee, I mean that's the right part. I don't like the setup now. I've been doing all right. Haven't really done much since the Saturday. Yeah. Been here. Warhammer ended for season 1, so just see where that devolves into. Think out a mech combat this week for BattleTech.
Nope. You'll be on foot,
Oh, okay.
killing
Be
in the
the-
name of.
The Star League?
No, just
Killing a name of what?
Maxwell Harridan.
how the song goes.
Is that like a reference to how the episode is going to be called?
No, this season, all of the episode titles are Daft Punk songs.
Really?
Yeah. Killing in the Name
Shit, I
of
haven't
is the
noticed.
name of a Rage Against the Machine song where the lyrics are killing in the name of. I don't know how to be.
I know that.
Yeah, that was my. It's all right. We're just gonna skip on past. Ponder, what else you got?
I don't have much. Yeah. It's
Okay.
like the weirdest idea popped in my head of like a battle royale play-by-post sort of thing. That's about it. And
Battle
then
Royale
thinking how much
play-by-post.
of a bookkeeping and brain
just-
track that would have to be.
I do not think.
Also come up with the idea of doing like a pseudo Ready Player One type of world where it's just a whole bunch of pop culture type stuff and you're like in a video game and whatnot.
After snarking at Zonalar today, and he basically broke down and started crying. I'm trying not to be super mean, but I will say this in the most positive way possible.
Yeah.
I don't think a play-by-post battle royale will be enjoyable to anyone involved.
It's probably true.
I don't think battle royale is enjoyable to anyone except the person who wins it in the first place.
The audience.
There's still a lot of people
The
that
audience
play.
of a battle royale play-by-post would be everyone playing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it'd be an interesting idea. I also realized it'd be a pain in the ass to do. And I also realized that there's
Sure.
probably quite a few people that wouldn't be interested.
I can assure you that I am not interested.
You're not interested in play post usually in general.
I have some select ones that I have been thrilled and electrified by, and then disappointed by. and then left.
Yeah.
Team Honey, let's talk about you.
Let's talk about you.
Okay.
Why
I mean, I don't know who
me?
you're talking to. You're talking to me or you're talking to her? Like,
Wait, what? I don't know how the cameras are set up in the overlay. All right, no, I was talking to my wife.
yeah.
Yeah, why don't you introduce yourself? I don't want to be,
Okay, so hey everybody, I'm Sol, and I'm makeup artist, hairstylist, photographer, and also have a part-time in the best chocolatery in our country.
She also plays board games sometimes.
Yeah. I actually have a group of friends with whom I'm playing, well, once a month or maybe two board games. And last time we've met, we've played Cluedo, not Clue, but Cluedo. So it's close call.
Cluedo is just the European version of Clue.
Yeah.
The only difference is the name.
Also, she's been a fan as me of AP streams, I think.
Yeah, well, we're not watching almost anything else than IP streams.
Yeah, exactly. And we've used that as for therapeutical purposes.
I don't.
Whenever we have an issue, we just put on one of AP streams and just watch in silence for some time, and then come back to the issue with. I don't know. It just like goes into the background. No, it's just something about your guys' like casts, banter, voices, something works. Very pleasant to listen to.
I mean, that's good to hear, but I really feel like my stream should not be used as a form of therapy.
That's why we went through the real therapy as well.
Yeah, no, wait.
Yeah, that's good. Solid choice.
AB, give me one reason why that would be a bad thing.
I will give you a very good reason to start with. I would say that my streams are influenced by my outlook on life, and that is why almost every plot line is very dark, grimly dark, some would say, filled with betrayals, and often I wouldn't say that it attempts to make the players always look like the bad guys. I would say that the players usually are the bad guys, and people acknowledge that they're the bad guys.
I thought that's why you do outros, though.
That's true.
Look, as long as it's not visual, I've got no problems with that.
Okay.
Yeah, no gore. Don't put visual gore. She doesn't like it.
Visual gore.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
I couldn't even watch what was it? The American Gods.
Yeah, that wasn't not because of visual gore, just because of the atmosphere.
Yeah. I've seen 5 minutes, had to run away, and never came back.
Okay. Keep that in mind. I definitely will not go into great detail about how Professor Plum and what he did with that wrench.
I don't mind that. I just can't see the pictures.
Okay. I'm not going to do any fan art of it then.
All right.
Friends,
Well,
you got anything else?
Not much. We've been sick lately. We are now better. Also, you might know me. I used to be just a game streamer. I've totally changed my gimmick now. I stream only tabletop RPGs, but in my native tongue, which is like zero impact on like your audience, AP, which is great.
I don't know. There could be some more Czech people around, right? Czech, Polish? Am I wrong here?
I mean, Polish wouldn't be interested, and all the Czech people that you have on your channel as audience are probably coming from me.
Okay. Listen, I used to be big in Guam, so you never know where your audience is going to come from.
Obviously.
Why did that make you smile? What's wrong? You don't like being big in Guam?
Like, how many people in Guam were actually watching?
I mean,
That's-
it was like 50 or 60 views a week from Guam. I was
that's
impressed.
interesting.
Yeah.
I was guessing like maybe 5 at most.
Wow. You think that's what I think being big in Guam is like?
I
Wow.
mean, any
I
number
don't
of
reach
people
that.
in Guam
Listen,
would
I
be
know
interesting.
Sidalpa's bigger than me, but I don't reach that low.
No, I figured like
And that
any
was
number.
from 2 years ago is when I was big in Guam. So like 50 views in a week was a lot for me.
Oh, by the way, before we move on, I'm sorry to steal the spotlight.
Yeah.
I had this whole intro routine prepared in
Okay.
AP style. I wanted to be like, look, me and AP have several things in common.
I'm worried.
One is we both have a beard.
Yeah.
Second is we both play tabletop RPGs as GMs
Mhm.
and have a cast of players.
Yeah.
And the third is we both sometimes crack jokes for our cast of players to make them laugh. And they never laugh at our jokes. They always laugh at the thing that we don't really find funny.
You got Pondo there. Pondo shaking his head, smiling a little. Okay.
I'm just laughing internally at the thought of how true this is.
See? He did get you.
I think still have a cricket sound ready for it. Yeah. I need to implement that more. I keep forgetting to turn that on all the time. But now I remember it's there, so.
You know, just because it doesn't land big with you doesn't mean that it didn't land big with the audience. Uh-oh. We just lost all the cameras. Now they're back on. All right. I don't know what happened.
But I can't see the audience laughing or hear them, so I got what I have as far as the cast does.
That's hurtful.
I usually like your jokes.
Thanks, Cotton. And you know what? I'd be very impressed if your parents also like my jokes, because I didn't realize they still watch my show, because I never see them.
My mom does like your jokes.
Excellent. I got 100% of the audience that I want, Pondo.
What about her dad? That's the question.
I don't know anything about her dad. Her mom has showed up to say hello before.
My dad does occasionally watch the show, but he watches it like over my mom's shoulder.
Okay.
And they both watch it on our phones, so.
Right now, APGamingREAL, surprisingly big in Bulgaria. Yes, the United States is roughly 60% of my viewership, but Bulgaria is pulling in a whole 2%. I was surprised. Guam, nowhere to be found anymore. Whoever that was holding me up in Guam, they're gone now. You just can't maintain that market saturation in Guam forever. You know what they say. Once you go big in Guam, you never go back. Is a thing that people say, I swear. It's true. Friends. Let me mark down that post-introduction time. This is one of the longest intros we've ever had on this show. I mean, it's pretty short compared to other shows. Don't worry, this is a game you can win in one move if you play your cards right. Literally. As you know, we have gathered here as part of the board game cult because Cotton wanted to be part of a cult. Ever since 1987, and my grandmother's failure to repeat it. Why are you shaking your head now? Come on, I'm trying to create a backstory for the show.
Oh, okay. I thought you were messing up the timeline again. Sorry.
1987. And no, the show listen, the board game card started in 1901. It's always been 1901.
Okay.
Ever since 1987, and my grandmother's failure to complete a game of Battleship in time, humanity no longer has access to the 27th letter of the English alphabet. And so we must offer to the Star of Ill Content, the big but not actually great Elder One, who watches over our fate and occasionally takes from us things that we like, and offer it the ritual of the board game. Tonight, we're talking about Clue. I appear to be the only one who's never played Clue, and more than that, I appear to be the only one that's gonna suck at Clue, because everybody else is like, what version of Clue are we playing? Okay? And I'm like, there are versions of Clue? I got Star Wars Monopoly on PC over there if you want to do that. I will be playing, as is traditional for someone constantly surrounded in green, Mr. Green, only because there's not a black choice. I feel like Mr. Black would be an excellent addition to this game. The rest of my players have chosen different colors. Team Honey is Miss Scarlet. Cottontailed is Mrs. White. Pondothemad is Professor Plum. And thus, the turn order, as written in the rules, is Honey, Cotton, AP, Pondo. Wow, that coffin's not going away, huh? I'm going to ritually shuffle these cards. All these cards. And then draw 3.
I don't know if I remember how to play Clue. It's been a while.
Well, that's bad. Because I was going to skip the rules explanation.
I mean, I'll pick it up as we go. I'll pick it up as we go. As long as we know what to do for the first few rounds.
Okay, this file thing is not working. Maybe we just have to, like, the cards in the center. Let's try that.
My
Between
guess is
the
that
2 case file cards, you put 1 file card under it and then 1 over it.
Oh, that would work too. Yeah, I guess we could do that.
I guess they didn't make this this version a like bag or deal with.
Whew.
The next card, number 5, goes to Team Honey.
Hey, love, look, we're pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Still 2 red.
Wait, why did I get Mr. Oh.
Card number
Okay.
2. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't say who you got out loud. Goes to Cotton. Everyone. Go to everyone again. So if I've done this right, Honey and Cotton should each have 5 cards, and the rest of us should have 4 cards.
Correct.
I'm just gonna make a few notes here real quick. That. Alright, so for the folks at home, just a quick rundown. If a card is in your hand, that means it cannot possibly be the one that was used at the place and the time where the thing happened. Therefore, you start marking off on your detective sheets what you know to be true. Each of us will attempt to move into rooms. Once there, we can accuse any character with any weapon of having done something in that room. Unless someone can produce a card clockwise from you, showing you that that is not true. In which case, if you say all of those things and no one produces a card, you have 100% nailed the murderer and should make an immediate accusation. So, or someone fucked up. So let's try not fucking up. Okay, I'm gonna mark that down. Alright, okay, alright.
You do?
Yes. Listen, right now, all around me, words are appearing, mathematical equations, and I'm just like, there are 27 possible suspects to this. And my sidekick is just like, sir, there are only 5 other people in the house besides you.
Can you put it back on, please?
Oh, you want this thing?
Yeah, sorry. I need the rooms.
The rooms. Here are the rooms. It's got a notebook, but we have an analog one.
Yep.
Because that's just how we draw. So don't we begin by like rolling the dice or something?
It is your turn, Team Honey. You roll the dice to see how many spaces you move. Miss Scarlet.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Is it
Yeah.
2d6 or is 1d6? I don't.
1d6.
Oh, I was confused by us having 2. Okay.
I think it's 1d6.
4.
Clue.
I'm pretty sure it is.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? Yeah, okay. Done. Lizard Brain has decided.
It says roll a die, not roll dice. Roll 1 die. 4 spaces,
We
huh?
need to get. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
very suspicious to me.
it's not creeping pace and it's not gallop. So I think we are walking normally. I don't see your suspiciousness in this at all.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. White, if you would please. For some reason, I imagine this version of Mrs. White is slightly shorter than normal and has giant bunny ears. Is wearing a white dress with a bunny on her shoulder, shoulder-mounted bunny action.
I will go 1 space.
Well, that is a thing. Oh, maybe we have to throw the weapons on the board.
Oh
There will be
yeah.
a weapon in each room.
Yeah, that sounds right. We'll just put weapons wherever you feel like it. Doesn't really matter.
Someone knows the weapon on the shoulder.
Completely meaningless.
You have to. I think you have to go to the room with the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
To call the weapon, you have to go to the room with the weapon.
No, you draw the weapon into the room that you start your solution in, right? You go to a weapon and you say, I suggest that X person did Y, killed with Y in Z room. And you have to be in Z room in order to make it.
Yeah, I think you also have to have the X weapon as
Alright.
well.
I'm going to read the gameplay rules now that we're 3 turns
But you
in.
can take it from wherever, whenever.
3 ways to enter a room. Enter through the doorway by using the die to move yellow squares, or you can use a secret passage to jump from corner to corner, or you may be placed into a room by another player when the suggestion is made to solve the murder mystery. Once the player enters a room, they are eligible to make a suggestion on who committed the clue game murder. This is done by the player naming a suspect, a weapon, and a room that they're currently in. So you don't need to have the weapon in that room. You only have to be in that room. And so if you're in a conservatory, you could only say conservatory things. You then draw that weapon to that location. And the person that you accuse, if they're another player. Wow, you could really dick somebody over by continuously drawing them over to a room. I guess you can't accuse the same person over and over again because you can't suggest in the same room over and over again. But a group of players working together could definitely torture another player by bouncing them around. Ow, that's dark. Pondo, it's your turn.
Relax, AP. This is not
Excellent.
Empire.
I will move.
Oh, really? You think your die roll's going to be good enough? 2 spaces.
I end my turn.
Exactly as I anticipated.
I end my turn.
Come on, dog.
Miss Scarlet.
It's our turn, love.
Oh, is it? All right. Well, Lizard Brain was sleeping. Nah, look.
Every part
We
of
are
this
gonna
game
be cautious.
not exactly as I foresee. A high dice roll. Exactly what a murderer would do. Right.
I'm pretty sure I'm just a little old lady. I don't remember what I looked like, but I think I was a little old lady.
That's what a murderer would want me to believe. Professor Plum, I pass the die to you on the assumption you won't murder me with it.
I already went, though.
Yes, but it's your turn now.
Oh, this is already second round? Shit.
Yeah. You're right, you have already gone, but you're also the last person to act.
Okay. Excellent.
Miss Scarlet.
Miss Scarlet has had a little schizophrenic meeting
Yeah.
of her two brains
Uh-huh.
and is gonna move 4 spaces now. 3, 4. I
Very well.
answer the lounge. I want to lounge in my afternoon.
Yeah. Would you like to make a
I-
suggestion?
Yes, I think. So, Mr. Plum, I suggest you can say you're not mute.
Yeah, I'm not mute. So we suggested Mr. Plum killed with a wrench in lounge.
Filled with the wrench in the lounge. Very well. Cotton. Mrs. White. Are there any clues that you have in your hand that you could pass to Team Honey to prove that that is not true? Very well. I'm going to pass this clue over to you, Team Honey, to show you that your lackadaisical attempt at solving this
How do I
crime.
fucking
It's F
flip
to flip.
it? How do I flip it?
F.
Ah.
Mhm.
Aha.
Now,
I
slide that card back over to
see.
me. Now,
I must have been mistaken.
You
That's
said
true.
with the wrench.
Yeah, with the wrench.
Excellent. I don't know why you would accuse me. I haven't done anything. I'm just a professor that likes plums.
Mr. Green has been accusing you since the start, so we just jumped to
Well,
conclusions.
Mr. Green accuses everybody.
I accused everybody except for Scarlet. The one person who definitely did it! Mrs. White, it is now your turn. An impressive roll. For a murderer.
I'll make this pretty easy. Let's just go with Mrs. Peacock in the ballroom with the candlestick.
Well, you don't move Mrs.
Really?
Peacock because we're not playing with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
We don't have to move anything because I
Peacock
picked up.
in the ballroom with a candlestick. Well, as I am to your left, I shall give you no cards.
Ooh.
Me now?
So who?
There I am.
Yeah.
What was in the ballroom with the candlestick? And Mrs. Peacock.
Are you turning over a card?
You may look at that card.
Fuck.
How are we doing, smart brain?
I will make an extensive note.
Yeah, you don't have to give any more clues once one player does give them a clue,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
You do have to return the card, however. Once that's done. Is that done?
I think so.
They're talking to each other. I think they're collaborating.
He was confused about my 5 cards.
Both the murderer.
So I told him at the start, you mentioned the 5
Yes,
cards. in
the two of you
cards.
should both have 5 cards. Honey and... Alright, I'm moving. I'm moving far enough to get to the conservatory. I'm accusing myself, Mr. Green, of killing with the revolver in the conservatory. Refute my claim!
That's a bold claim to yourself.
I know.
That is a
Prove me
bold
wrong,
claim.
Pondothemad!
As the person to your left, I have nothing for you.
The person to the left of that left is the Scarlet.
Wait, are we to the left of? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not the left of the table, it's the left of the turn order.
You said in the conservatory with a revolver, right?
That is
Yep.
correct.
There you go, Mr. Green. I can prove that it wasn't you.
All right, can you now? Yes, you can.
Yes, easy.
Very well. Turn the card to you.
Oh, so does that just admit us that it wasn't him? You don't want to tell people.
So, you've refuted my claim. I see.
Very well. Is it my turn now?
It is indeed your turn. I don't think you have to move because you were pulled into this room. I think you can just make a suggestion here.
I can if I want to.
Yes.
Or you can attempt to move.
I'll go ahead and make a suggestion here.
Yeah?
And I'm going to do something similar. I declare that the killer is Professor Plum,
Yeah?
myself,
Yeah?
in the lounge
Yeah?
with the candlestick.
With the candlestick. Is that even possible?
With the candle, yes.
I don't know.
Think
How
heavy.
bold?
Let's see. The person to the left of you is Miss Scarlet. Can you refute that claim, Scarlet?
Actually, it's Miss White.
No,
To the left of me is Miss White.
no, not on the board. It's left on the turn order.
Ah.
The next person in line in the turn order.
Yeah, he's been doing it like that since the beginning, and I was
There's
confused.
people between us.
I'm looking at the table.
It's
And,
either.
uh,
There are
it's
no
either
people
you-
between us.
Well, I'm just saying. It's either Mr. Green between us or Miss Scarlet between us, but not even next to each other.
So
Not possible. Scarlet is next.
it's Mrs. Scarlet. I can prove to you, Mr. Plum, that it wasn't you, as you are saying,
Oh.
quite easily. Actually,
Interesting.
wasn't it?
Is it our turn now?
It is
Yeah.
indeed if the card has been returned.
Yep.
It has.
Very well.
Yeah, throw the dice. Yeah, great.
To which room do you
So-
wish us to move?
What's even better is you can only block the doorway, which means
Yeah.
Pondo can no longer leave through that door.
There you go, Mr. Plum. That's for your bold claims. Now sit there and listen about what you've been saying.
I can just go to
Listen, think about
the conservatory from here.
Correct? Correct? I'm not saying you couldn't do that, but you can't go as you please, willy-nilly out that door.
I mean, I obviously want to go to the conservatory.
Very well, if you believe
Because
that's
it-
wise.
But yes.
Mrs. White, if you would be so kind. Ho, 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 ho. Joining me in the conservatory, are you? A bold stance.
Let's go with Miss Scarlet in the conservatory
My God.
with.
What did you just...
Are we accused? Oh my goodness.
Is I accused them?
With what?
The candlestick.
My God. Very well. I must answer your claim, and I say that this is very possible. I have nothing in my hand that would refute this evidence.
I still don't know where you are getting the order of people from,
Right here.
maybe.
We wrote it down. It's on the card.
Aha, I
Card's
see.
Right here,
Okay.
Which means Pondo is next.
You said Miss Scarlet?
Miss Scarlet in the
Conservatory with
conservatory with
a candlestick.
a candlestick.
Candlestick.
I must admit, I do not have anything that you need.
Le shock.
We have the candlestick in the conservatory.
Miss Scarlet, you have been accused. Candlestick in the conservatory. Do you have any cards to refute this evidence?
I must exonerate myself.
You think so?
As I have evidence that suggests that this is not how the deed was done. Mrs. White. What are you doing?
Giving you back your card.
Thanks.
I looked at it.
Very well. I will move to the lounge, wherein I will accuse someone. Once I've detectived it up, I accuse Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the lounge. Pondo, do you have anything to contrary that claim?
I do not have anything to contrary the claim.
Honey?
Yeah, we do.
Very well. Show me this card.
I shall show you what you need to see, but it's for your eyes only.
I understand. Aha.
It is a secret. A grave secret.
I suspected as much.
Oh, noes.
And knowing that, I've narrowed down the truth of at least one suspect. That's right. All of the numbers and letters are beginning to coalesce in front of me. Also, I might be on drugs. My TV detective is on drugs. Not me personally, but my detective Sona is on drugs. 100%. Like, unbelievably amount. Pondo, it's now your turn. Choose your next words carefully.
Do I want to just leave this room, or do I want to attempt to? Do I want to go to the conservatory? Because that seems to be where the party is.
Don't go to the conservatory, you
There is a
murderer.
party going on down there. It has been rather crowded.
But you don't want me to come to the conservatory?
I think you should get the hell out of this room one way or another.
Why,
Mr.
I want to
Green
kill you?
is... Whoa, a second murder? Mr. Body was murdered.
Right.
You can't just murder another person.
Good.
Oh, going to the dining room, huh? Who do you accuse?
I will j'accuse Colonel Mustard
Colonel Mustard
with the rope
with the rope
in the dining room.
in the dining room. Honey, can you refute such a claim?
I don't think I can, Chief.
Very well. Mrs. White, can you refute such a claim? I'm seeing a card moving.
I do have evidence that says that might not be true.
I see.
Interesting evidence.
Interesting indeed.
I'll give your evidence back.
This is my turn.
It is your turn.
Yeah.
So, reveal our plans to the public. We are the murderer. What?
I'm all in for staying in conservatory and saying that it could be Mrs. White with the candle holder, candlestick.
Very well. Mrs. White with the candlestick in the conservatory. You accuse Mrs. White. Do you have anything to prove your innocence? Le shock!
Now, this was totally expected, of course. We just don't like old ladies.
What did you call out?
Mrs. White candlestick conservatory.
Oh, okay.
Wait, who has given me that?
Cotton did.
Pondo, right?
No.
No.
Cotton.
Cotton.
That's not me. That's yeah.
Oh my.
Look, I'm only the lizard brain.
Maybe we
I'm
should put the
looking-
card on the table while we transfer it. Just flip it
It's
upside
not a
down.
bad idea.
Yeah, that will make this easier.
It's alright, it was flipped. I don't know why you're all flipping.
Okay, let's see here. Cotton just went, so that would make it. Or no, Honey just went, right? That would make it Cotton's turn. Very well, Mrs. White. Oh, crawling your way out of the room, huh?
I'll actually just go to the lounge.
Well, you can't roll the dice and then make that decision.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I rolled a 5, but I thought I had a roll to get movement. To
No,
go through
you
the lounge.
choose to either roll the die or to
Oh,
sidetrack.
well, my bad. How much movement is in your room, or do you just stop your movement in the room?
You have to go in the room. Yeah, you're good enough to get to the ballroom if you want, right? That's 5. It's way less than 5. That's 4.
I can just go back to the ballroom?
I mean, you can go back to the ballroom.
Sure.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it's possible.
I think it's, I will accuse myself in the ballroom with the revolver.
I see. Ballroom revolver. And the person who must refute you is me. I offer no evidence in your defense, you filthy murderer. Pondo?
I do have evidence.
Shocked.
Just for the record, I have no idea what's going on. I'm keeping no tracks on anything.
I mean,
I do. It's all right,
I
love.
hope Soul is, because I'm keeping some pretty intense notes. I don't know what they mean, but I have a lot of check marks.
That's quite normal.
So, if Cotton just went, that would make it my turn. I am slipping sideways into the conservatory, where I shall accuse Colonel Mustard with the candlestick.
In the conservatory?
Yes, indeed.
I offer no evidence.
Colonel Mustard, could it have been you?
In the conservatory, Colonel Mustard with a candlestick. I'm afraid that all evidence points to that person actually being the killer. I cannot refute it.
Cotton. Le shock!
I do have a piece of evidence that says that might not be true.
I fought for this time, my... Ah, fuck, god damn it. That was not what I was expecting. There you go, Cotton.
No.
Fuck!
What did he say?
Conservatory, candlestick,
Candlestick. Okay.
and Mr. Mustard.
Okay.
That's some intense concentration from Pondo.
I'm thinking of what I want to do here, and there's not much I can do.
Doc, you have to move.
I know where I want to go. I just don't know there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'll not be accusing anybody at the moment.
Shock!
I need to actually get into the room. No one accuse me at the moment, please.
Oh, what a cute puppy.
She's actually adult.
All dogs are puppies.
Miss Scarlet,
Yeah.
tis your
And
turn.
she puts her ears on my notes.
What does Miss Scarlet do, Brain?
What does Miss Scarlet do while we in conservatory?
Yep.
Okay.
We roll dice? Dice?
Yeah,
we roll
yeah,
dice?
yeah,
Dice?
we roll
Yes,
dice.
dice? Now?
Yeah.
Dice? Yes?
Yeah.
Talking about puppies, that's some real puppy action right there.
1. We are now blocking the conservatory.
Yeah, that's a slight problem for me.
It is a federal crime area.
Well,
or whatever.
Mrs. White, you're up.
Wait, why aren't we doing a Russian accent?
I don't know.
I'm not doing Russian accent.
Let's go this way.
Shit. I could do something to intentionally fuck with Pondo. Seems like a waste. I mean, no matter what happens, I'm gonna have to shimmy on over there to that lounge area. And I'm not gonna learn anything new, I think. Yeah. You really boned me on this.
What's the dice, Chief? What's the dice?
I accuse Mrs. Scarlet with the lead pipe in the lounge. At the lead pipe.
Why am I in the lounge now?
I accuse you. Oh, sorry.
I said Mrs. Scarlet.
I meant Miss White.
Oh.
My bad. My bad. I meant Miss White, not. I fucked up real bad. I realize that now.
Yeah, that was a lot of panic, AP.
Yep.
Don't do that to us.
It's my B. It's my B. Therefore, Pondo, I must ask you to prove. Miss White?
Lounge, lead pipe?
Yes.
I have no such evidence.
Sacre bleu. Team Honey,
So
I know
it
that you
falls
definitely
to...
can. Yeah. Please reveal your card to me.
The brains have consulted. The brains have found the lounge to be a fitting area for a murder.
That sounds correct.
But not this murder.
I concur. I return to you your card. Pondo? AKA
Yes.
Professor Plum.
I need to roll and hope that I get at least a 3.
So you say, Plum.
I got at least a 3. Excellent. I would like to request, or therefore accuse.
You're accusing.
Yes, I'm accusing
You're accusing.
a Colonel Custard.
Mustard.
I'm calling him Custard.
Okay.
Because it rhymes.
Yeah.
Or not really rhymes, but it goes well.
Very well.
With the rope in the hall.
Well, take the 3 confidential cards into your hand, and if you are wrong, you lose.
I'm not declaring the winner.
You said accusation. Are you making a suggestion or an accusation?
Suggestion.
I think
Very
he was trying to talk in his character.
Okay. Sorry, I actually didn't write anything you said down because I was like, oh, accusation. Okay, so we're at the end of the game. He must know
I'm
something I
making
know.
a suggestion.
All right, so, sorry, what was it? Colonel Mustard?
Colonel Mustard, rope, hall.
In the hall. I see. It is up to Honey to refute this.
Miss Scarlet concurs with Mr. Plum on this one.
I see. Miss
Do
White?
you have something?
Miss White has something. Dun, dun, dun.
This is what I was thinking.
And you were afraid
As I had
this was going to be
suspected,
over.
but it is unfortunate that it's true.
Oh, I think I learned something about that particular move. Thank you so much, Pondo.
What?
We were here. And you thought this was going to be over in like, what, 10 minutes?
Arda.
It said like 30 minutes.
I thought it could end on the first move.
You physically can't.
Why not? You could technically get... Oh,
you have to be in a room, and it's...
Yeah, you can hit a 6, right? Can you hit a...
Yeah, let's go to bottom.
Anywhere? There's nowhere you could get... Okay, all right. You can end it on the first suggestion/accusation.
That's can.
Possible. What?
So yeah, that's possible. You
That
can
is
do that.
possible. Ponderous move, which would make it Miss Scarlet. Oh!
Very moved.
Yes, and we are in ballroom, and we suggest it could have been Miss White with candlestick. I have to cross this one out, or I'll read it wrong.
Sorry, what are you suggesting? With the candlestick? Yes, Miss White Candlestick Ballroom.
Yes.
Very well.
Exactly.
Oh, interesting.
So,
Miss White.
Plum. No, wait, Miss White.
Miss White. You have
Miss
something
White?
to refute that?
Oh,
I do have something to refute that.
I see.
how do you defend yourself? Such an obvious manner, too. Well, must have been mistaken then. It happens, you know?
Is it my turn?
Yep.
It is indeed.
Yes, yes.
I'll just accuse Colonel Mustard with the rope in the ballroom.
Were you, oh, because you got drawn.
I got dragged.
Yep.
I did start here though, technically.
Yes, but this is a viable move. I say to you, Colonel Mustard with the rope in the ballroom, impossible. And I have the evidence right here to prove it.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I've got to make a move.
Shit, I gotta roll a die. Fuck. Professor Plum!
Going slowly now. It's a very suspicious move.
Yes.
I think I'm actually going to stay here because why not? I'm going to accuse.
If I could go faster, I would, I swear.
I'm going to accuse.
You can't. What you're accusing?
Suggest.
You can't suggest in a room that you haven't moved into or out of. You're gonna have to move. It's your only choice.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's just fine.
Oh, you're really set on that hall, though. What do you know that I don't?
Everything.
No, you don't. Or your suggestions would be accusations.
Damn it.
He just knows everything that you don't know, but he doesn't know anything that you do know.
That would be it for my turn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's actually true.
Miss Scarlet.
Yes. I just know what I know.
Roll the die, please.
Lizard brain in action. Great. Which way we go?
Kitchen.
All right. Well, we can't actually
No, we
get
can't.
there.
We would have
Where's the door in there? Ah, okay.
Miss White. These rolls.
No, she doesn't have to want to do anything to do with us.
I accuse Mrs. White with the candlestick in the dining room. Pondo, can you refute my claim?
You're muted.
I cannot.
Mrs. Scarlet, do you have any evidence that can refute my claim?
I mean, I know what I know, but I cannot.
Mrs. White, can you defend yourself from this accusation?
Yes.
God damn it. Thought I was really onto something here.
We all did.
Aha! I see! So the game is afoot then, Mrs. White. Please take your turn, Pondothemad.
I will. I'm probably not going to get anywhere. I need at least a 3.
Yeah, it's going to be real rough moving around now.
got a
Everybody's
3.
going to walk everywhere.
Well, he's obviously not Mr. Plump.
Excellent.
That's your law.
I would like to suggest a this will actually benefit you a little bit, actually. Miss Scarlet?
How could you?
Revolver. In the study.
How could you do that when you know so very well that I cannot defend myself from these claims?
Oh,
Can you not?
we actually can.
We actually can.
Well, then you.
I just had to consult my, it was lizard brain answer. Don't listen to lizard brain answers.
Thank you. That is very much expected.
So it's
It's our turn.
yes.
Okay, so let's stay there when we're already there. And okay, let's say it was Peacock with the gun.
In the study?
Yes.
Interesting.
So what can you tell us,
Mrs. White, can you refute that?
Yep.
Wow, oh, real fast. Like,
Oh,
immediately.
yeah. That's... Aha! It narrows down who the killer actually is.
So this is what you actually get. Right? You were accused?
No,
Yeah,
wasn't Peacock accused?
Was it? Oh, Peacock.
Yeah.
Peacock.
My
Peacock
fault.
was accused.
All right, I need to make a note real quick.
I'm getting accused a lot, but not this round.
I know.
My turn?
That would make it your turn, Mrs. White, aka Murder Central.
Accuse Colonel Mustard in the dining room with the knife.
We haven't seen the knife yet. Oh shit! Where the heck is the knife?
Anyone?
Is it even on
Is
the table?
this the
Does anyone
knife?
see it?
Yeah,
Is
that's
this
the
the
knife.
knife?
Yes, that's the knife.
Oh,
I said it's
that's,
dagger, but whatever.
that's vaguely knife-like. All right, so
It's sheathed.
sorry, your accusation is
Colonel Mustard dining room knife.
Colonel Mustard knife dining room. Can I refute that? I have no such refutation to offer you.
Then it falls to me.
It does fall to you.
I do have something to offer.
Shock, shock, shock.
Thank you. This is very helpful.
Damn. That was helpful.
I'm gonna have to take a chance and roll the dice.
That's a good roll.
Yeah.
I have 6. Very well. That completes this endeavor.
I'm going to go to the kitchen. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. What will you
I'm
do,
going
Plum?
to accuse.
Yes.
Accuse or suggest?
Suggest.
You're having a lot of problems with this.
I'm very, very uppity about it. I'm going to suggest myself
Uh-huh.
in the kitchen
Yes.
with the pipe.
With the pipe.
With the
Oh,
pipe.
come on, Mr. Plum. We've already been over this. You know that it wasn't you, so why do you keep suggesting yourself?
Miss Scarlet, you must refute it. Oh, you have your evidence. Okay. Well, you're about to refute that real quick, I guess.
Very well. Apparently, I did not kill that man.
I mean, you should know, of course, but
I mean, and I thought that Miss Scarlet was schizophrenic.
You try to remember when you've downed 50 shots of.
horse tranquilizer, apparently.
Precisely.
Mrs. Scarlet, it is up to you to make a choice.
Is it now? So, Brain?
So let's say that we stay in the study.
But can
You can.
we? Can we? Yeah. Yeah, we can,
cannot.
right?
You must move
Okay.
either via die or secret passage.
Okay, then let's go to the kitchen.
Okay, then.
Do you have a suggestion?
Yeah, we do. We proposed that it could have been a peacock with blah 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 lead pipe.
In the kitchen.
Yeah,
With the
In
what?
Kitchen.
with a lead
pipe.
pipe.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I see. Mrs. White, can you refute that evidence? Peacock lead pipe kitchen? I cannot refute such evidence either.
You are onto something, Brain.
Onto the
Yeah, I
map.
can. Bam.
Ooh, he slid that all the way across the table. That was real impressive. It's really hard to do that with the physics.
It was. It was by sheer luck. It would have been better if I actually made it to them.
Wait, I want to try that as well. Ho ho!
Nice.
Fixed it.
Very well. I believe that would make it the turn of Mrs. White, correct?
Yes,
Yep.
it is correct.
Hmm.
Oh, I got 6. Where am I?
You're in the
Why is my
dining room.
thing? Oh, I see it. I thought that was a plate. I'll just go into the lounge. Let's go Colonel Mustard in the lounge with the wrench.
I thought we did that pretty much earlier.
I don't know.
Good, in the lounge with the wrench. Someone must refute this. Mustard, lounge, wrench. I'm afraid that even my psychic senses and my bug knowledge cannot refute this evidence. And I must leave it to Pondo to give you something. Pondo, can you do
I cannot refute the evidence either.
that? Can you do it, Scarlet? Please?
I mean, when you all fail, I guess it comes to Miss Scarlet to save
Today.
Colonel Mustard. Or whoever it was. Peacock, Mustard. Mustard, Peacock.
I feel like you're trying to plant false clues, but I already know who did it and where they did it at.
Le shot. Wait, that's
No,
the
it's
a bold
I'm
clue.
not
I
gonna
know
steal
who
it.
did it, and I know what they did it with. I just don't know where.
These are bold claims.
Those
Do we
are
know
bold
such
claims, and I hope
things?
to be able to back them up very shortly. Otherwise, I would have looked dumb. That will leave it to my turn, correct?
Yes.
Give me a high
Shall
die
we
roll.
guess?
Oh, is
No.
it enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm in the kitchen.
Oh.
It's a problem.
I therefore accuse. No, I don't want to ponder this. I therefore suggest that it was Mrs. Peacock,
Mm-hmm.
the wrench in the kitchen.
Oh my. Oh my. These are very, very bold claims. I deny them.
Can you deny them?
I did. I threw it way too far.
Exactly as I suspected, my dear man. And that has given me another piece of evidence towards the true terror of tonight.
Indeed. Because I moved to the study.
Yeah.
And
What
I
do you
suggest
We're quite late.
You suggest?
The game, right?
myself
Yeah.
with the wrench
Yeah.
in the study.
Miss Scarlet. Professor Plum with the wrench in the study.
Professor Plum with the wrench in the study. I am afraid that our sources say nothing about such things. No. We have no clues.
Mrs. White.
I have no clues to dispute that.
Shock. Therefore, I must, good sir, turn over this particular piece of evidence, which I'm sure you were anticipating.
Indeed. It is a shame. But also not. Because I, in fact, know once again that I did not kill the man in a tranquilized stupor.
Yeah, that should be obvious. You should know that.
I just must be stubborn.
Kitchen.
Huh.
That'll make it Miss Scarlet's turn.
Yes, we are deliberating our next move.
Mm-hmm.
What is that move gonna be?
Well,
We need to roll dice, right?
yeah, we probably need to roll dice.
Okay, that's the move. We are rolling dice, and we've got 5. Where do we go?
Let's try dining room again.
1, 2, 3. Where's the door? 4,
Over there.
5. Okay. Well, we just creep down the hallway. That's what Miss Scarlet does when she's unsure. She
Miss
creeps
White.
down the hallway.
What?
Miss White, it's your turn.
I think I'll take the little passage to the conservatory.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say it was Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the wrench.
Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the wrench. I cannot refute such a claim made boldly. Pondo.
I cannot either.
Well,
What was it?
Colonel Mustard, wrench, conservatory.
Neither Miss Scarlet can refute that. Shocking as it is.
Okie dokie.
You have an accusation to make?
Nope.
What has just happened here?
Yeah, something has definitely fucked up. 100%.
yeah.
No,
This sequence of events could not have
It's
happened.
fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
It's fine.
It's not totally fine.
wait, that just means that Cotton has one of the clues for her own question.
I guess.
So it is totally fine. You can make that claim, right?
I suppose.
So it has, yeah, everything works. It's all right. I used to be a games tester, AP. I'm supposed to do these things professionally.
You're not anymore.
Damn.
I gotta go do the study. I will accuse Mrs. White with the candlestick in the study.
Accused?
Not accuse. I'm suggesting. I don't want. Fuck. Now Pondo's got me doing it.
This is the plan all along.
Pondo, Miss White, candlestick, study.
I do not have any of what you request.
I see. Miss Scarlet.
Miss White, candlestick, study.
study.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mrs. White, Have you anything to defend yourself?
Yes.
God damn it. I was so sure I finally had it.
Hold on. It's like stuck. Yeah.
Okay. Please take this card.
Okay. So you can accuse after you make a suggestion, correct?
I accuse.
Oh.
Let me double check that I can do that. Blah, 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 blah. After a suggestion has been made, try to prove it. Clue rule state, blah, 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 blah. If no one disproves... Oh, if no one disproves the suggestion, the player may either pass their turn or make an accusation. Okay, so I cannot make an accusation because someone disproved it.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, it is now the turn of Pondo.
I'm just going to go to the kitchen.
Yeah?
I
This
got a
is brain
50-50
panics.
flip at the moment.
I know,
Figure it out.
I know. Yeah. What? Hit me with your best shot. What do you got? You gonna suggest? Well, you can suggest, but someone will be able to disprove it there. So,
Mm-hmm.
no matter where you 50-50 split at, you're in some trouble.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I guess you could say it's a race at this point.
I'm just going to go for it. If I lose, so what?
Very well.
I'm going to accuse.
You can't. You have to make a suggestion that is unblocked.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's what I was
guess so.
saying.
Very well. I will suggest that it's Mrs. White
Yeah.
with a wrench.
With the wrench. In the kitchen.
In the
'cause
kitchen.
That's where you're at.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that there's a high probability that this will be disproven.
Very well might be, but not by Miss Scarlet. Miss White?
I
Mrs.
do not
White.
disprove this.
You're not going to either. I have no refuting evidence, and that is because I know that Pondo is holding the kitchen card.
Yes.
Indeed. So I'll go to my accusation.
You can't make an accusation if it's been disproven.
I thought you had to have the card to disprove it.
No.
But it wasn't
have to-
disproven.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
it
disproven.
wasn't
You have to
disproven.
make a successful suggestion that no one can disprove in order to do it. Oh, you're
But
right.
it
It wasn't
wasn't-
disproven.
It wasn't
because
disproven.
No one countered it.
Yeah.
God, Pondo, this is a high-level play right here. God damn it.
You
Oh,
activated Pondo's
make your
trap
fucking
card.
choice here, motherfucker, and you better choose right.
I accuse Miss White
Yeah, we
with
know.
the wrench
Yeah, we know that too.
in the conservatory.
Oh, wow. That was a bold
Wow.
claim. I think you.
Oh, so you had the conservatory?
I think you just fucked up real bad.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
why
Look
don't
at
you
the
take
case
those
file.
cards, take those cards in your hand and see if you're right or wrong. Don't do that!
Don't-
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No. Nobody saw it.
Oh.
It's all right.
I had
Just
this
my
take
selected,
it.
didn't I?
What are you
I didn't.
doing?
I didn't mean to have those selected. I was flipping mine over. Oh,
Sorry.
you know what? That's a shame. Okay.
Well, thanks for playing, Pondo. You have, I mean, you haven't proven anything to me because I agree with 2/3 of your statement. The only problem is that last third.
I
I feel like you didn't do your homework there.
well, I did.
Wow, that was
but I didn't.
incredible. Going to your own card space to make an accusation on a, oh boy, Pondo, enormous balls there. Wow.
I
It was actually pretty,
I have to give it to you. That
good
was incredible.
tactics.
I had that marked previously as it wasn't, but then
I showed you that card.
oh, that's cool.
Hey, Rick, Mrs.
I must
Scarlet,
have completely just forgotten.
what you
That's
gonna
fine.
do, G?
Mrs. Scarlet now must capitalize on mistakes of
Yeah.
Mr. Plum, but I didn't
We
see a
have
way.
to show the die.
Ooh.
Correct.
And we throw a die not to do anything and be just a silent observer that is not very silent.
I see. Mrs. White, please.
I suggest myself with the wrench in the study.
You suggest yourself with the wrench in the study. Fucking son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god, Pondo! Why did you do this? God damn it, Pondo. You left this open now. Fucking son of a bitch. Alright. I have nothing to refute that with. What about you, Pondo? You got anything?
I do not.
What about you? Team Honey?
Not us.
Well, that's...
Wow, that
no.
wasn't disproven. Would you like to
I
make
make an accusation.
What's
It's the
your
exact same thing
accusation?
I just said.
Really?
Myself
Ooh.
in the study with the wrench.
Why don't you take those
Wow.
cards in your hand and see if you can prove or disprove it?
I was making my way
Wow.
to the study earlier when I kept getting dragged across the board. So I'm glad I got dragged back in here.
I almost had it.
Do the
Well, they won't-
cards in
They
that
won't, go in my,
packet.
they won't go in my hand. They're like under my hand.
It is the study. That is the third one.
Okay, they won't go into your hand because they're not individual cards. Pondo stack them. There you
Ah,
go.
I didn't mean to stack them. They kind of just happened. It is Miss White with the wrench in the study.
God damn it.
and I know it because
I
I'm
knew
the
it was
murderer.
Miss White with the wrench.
Congratulations.
knew it, and I was trying to make my way to the fucking library to prove it.
How close were we?
Well, I wasn't sure if it was in billiard room.
Oh, we still didn't check out the billiard room.
Yeah, that's where we
Mhm.
were headed.
Yep.
I had the billiard
So-
room.
Yeah.
Ruthless
But we
Cottontailed.
didn't
Not only
see
did
it,
you
so-
win, but you murdered a man and then you outed yourself.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So the only reason I thought it was the study is because you seemed antsy to get in there.
Yeah. Because
I still had like 3 rooms to go.
Yeah.
I have four.
I knew it was either
Exactly.
the study or the library. Okay, I had used watching all of you suck at rooms and then being like, "Ah, no, this room sucks. I'm going somewhere else." And I was like, "Study or library? All I gotta do is get someone to show me those cards, because I know it's White with that fucking goddamn wrench."
We had a library, so we knew that wasn't the one.
God, literally in
And-
the study right now. All I needed to see was that card.
Yeah, that's why we didn't show you, you know.
Yeah, I think.
I actually made sure to remember which card we shown you and shown you the same. Just to spite you.
When you said something was wrong about Colonel Mustard in the conservatory, I was just trying to figure out what the weapon was. Because I had
Yes.
the other 2 cards.
I knew that's what she was doing because she kept saying Colonel Mustard. I saw she had it.
Yeah,
What I don't understand is that at some point my wife asked me in one of our silent, discussions whether we are really late into the game or not. And then she made like a different mark, and I have no idea what that meant.
That meant that AP probably had Peacock.
I had Peacock. I had Plum. I assume that Pondo was Peacock.
I had Peacock, the knife, and the.
Oh, maybe it was you, but I was like, oh, they definitely have this one.
No one really called for mine very often.
That's
It
because
was
Yeah.
we weeded you out early on.
Mhm.
Science you
not
out.
true at all.
a lot of stuff got weeded out early on because
Yeah.
AP kept putting the candlestick in rooms that I had. So every time someone passed him a card, I could just mark it off.
Same.
Exactly. I'm an excellent detective, and you only won with my support, and now I'm going to arrest you. Because you
That's
outed
right.
yourself.
It's definitely a big advantage if you have 3 of the location cards instead of the typical 2.
Yes, that does help.
I had 2 locations.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it 2 weapons
We
and
did
locations?
too.
I'm guessing.
I had 2 weapons, 2 locations, and 1 person.
Still.
We had 2 people, and I kept outing who they were when I was transferring the cards.
I was like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Yeah, I did kind of check those off.
I picked up on that, but I got to tell you, I thought it was psychological warfare, and I didn't check them.
Because once she actually like notified me that I'm doing this, I was like, okay, the only way to save my face right now is to just bombard you with just confusing information so that you will be unsure about.
I assumed it was a Pondo level double play.
Yeah, well,
it wasn't from the start, sadly.
Cotton, would you like to flip the table?
Yeah.
oh,
That's how we do it at Board Game Cult. I gotta tell you, I really want to see a table flip when I have my headset VR turned on one time. Just get in there, watch the whole world.
Why don't you just do the next episode?
What?
Just
I'm not playing a fucking board game with a VR headset on and being like, all right, guys, let me use my claws to pick up the dice. Shake, 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 throw. No, Pondo, that's not happening.
Why
I mean,
not?
being an owner of VR headset, that part is not that bad. But the fact that you have how much is it? 1.2 kilograms or something, like 1 kilogram
I'm be sitting there
weighing headset on your face, and you are sitting like this the whole time, and it's just hanging there and pushing on your like cheekbones, and it's really not nah. You don't want that.
Uncomfortable, yeah.
Extremely uncomfortable.
I'm very glad that Cotton got in here and did some science and murdered someone.
My top tier play was in vain.
I'm so upset. I was literally like 1 or 2 moves away from making I had everything but the location.
It's okay because Cotton had
and
everything.
I knew everyone. I knew at you should have been able to pick up on the fact that I kept going, it's Mrs. White with this, and not getting any refutation.
I picked up on that a while ago. I plumb forgot about the location. Some reason I had a question mark with the conservatory still on there, which made me think it was still available because I did.
That got added early, real early.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, there were so many people in the conservatory for the first third of the game. Everyone was hanging out in there, pulling people into their room.
So I goofed up there. I don't know what I would have accused after that. I don't know. Because I still had 3 other choices. Or actually maybe 4.
We're going to go around the table, do outros in the order of people who sucked. So, Pondo, since you outed yourself out of the game first, we're going to go with you.
That's fine. I am Pondo.
All right, you tried. And listen, let me tell you something. Your move was bold. It was fucking amazing. I lost my mind. I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe he's accusing in his own room. It almost worked out for you. But you forgot one thing.
Yeah, that was great tactic.
It did, but I blundered. I am Pondo or Pondothemad. You can catch me on YouTube or Twitch /Pondothemad. Or you can catch me here Thursday nights on Battletech. Saturday nights with 40K. We'll be doing, I think, Road Trader and the like kind of Dark Heresy second thing. We'll figure it out. Catch me on Sunday with my show, Hunters of Ulvern. It is a 5e Gestalt game set in my own world in a Witcher-like setting where there's a lot of monster hunting or talking to, depending on the situation. Alternatively, you can catch me with Pokemon. That is released whenever it need to be, or even here in Board Game Cult.
Okay. I am going to just go ahead and say that I sucked next most because I was so close, and yet so far it's literally in a room. I couldn't get it. I just couldn't make it happen. I am here doing this thing, so that's all I have to say. Team Honey, what do you got?
Well, I'm surprised that our combined brain power didn't just defeat you outright. Because we have a combined IQ of at least more than one person.
I'm too cautious. That's the whole problem.
I think Marilyn Von Savit has an IQ of like...
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, shut the fuck up. Yeah. No, hey, Washing Honey, this is my lovely wife. You can catch me at sometimes in the future on twitch.tv/washing_honey. Probably Wednesdays when I will have some English shows again. So far it's been only gaming, but there will be a tabletop show in English in like, I don't know, half a year's time when I actually finally finish my rules that I'm working on. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to play with you guys. I always love it when I can appear. I hope it's been a pleasure for you as well.
Yeah, I love playing tabletop games. So yeah, it was a great experience and I enjoyed playing with you guys.
I enjoyed
Thanks.
playing with you guys too. Let's talk to Murder Detective. Detective Murder. I like that one better. That sounds really good. Detective Murder. What do you have to say for yourself?
I did it.
But why the wrench?
He probably
He
ended
left it
that.
on the floor.
Man.
Have you ever stepped on a
Sounds
wrench?
plausible.
I have stepped on several tools.
Yeah. That's a thing to kill for, yes.
It's surprising Pondo is still
I need to
alive.
put up my wrenches now.
What do you have to say?
I'm Cottontailed. I doodle and stuff. I have a Twitter, but you can mainly find me on AP's Discord. I'm also on AP shows Thursday nights and Tuesday nights. Thursdays we play Battletech, and Tuesday we're going to play The Walking Dead 2. And then on Sunday nights, I'm on Pondo's game
You
that we
mean,
talked about.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2?
Yep, that's what I meant.
I was confused.
I was reading a thing about zombies, and it says The Walking Dead on it
Okay. all
right now. And they're both zombie related. Left 4 Dead 2 for the first time. And I'm not good at shooter games, but I still like them. That's all.
That's it, friends. I have an idea of who we're inviting next week and what game we're playing, but I haven't locked it down, so I don't know if I can tell you what the next episode is. And if it's not this, then it will be that. So I have no information. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.